Hello and welcome to this episode of Monty Python Coding. Today's topic is Python loops. I realised that there wasn't an episode on Monday. That's because I was particularly busy on Sunday, so you just lost an episode, sorry. Episode today though. So, without further ado, let's get straight into Python for loops. Now, I have many examples here of things you can do with Python for loops. And this is sort of joining on to our last episode about Python lists, because Python for loops iterate over lists. If you're confused about Python lists, go see previous episode, that corner or that corner, one of them. Little I don't know. Anyway, so a Python loop simply iterates over a list. So in its simplest form, you pass a list to a for loop, and you say for a variable that will be equal to each element of the list in order in the list, semicolon, not colon, and then it will execute some code. So if I copy this, it will then print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it is iterated over 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, set I, in turn do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and round print I. We can also pass in a reference to a list, just like you can anywhere in Python, and it will print John, Raj, Lisa, random names, don't ask why. And we can also tie into something we did the previous episode as well, using range. Now range is a really cool way if you want, say, a load of numbers and you don't want to type them out. So then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because range is non-inclusive on the end argument, you must remember that. And we can also do the same things that we did last episode with like a start and an end argument in range. It still works. Now let's move on to something slightly more complicated of a Python loop, the continue statement. Now the continue statement will simply continue to the next iteration of the loop and stop executing what it's currently doing. So let's copy this in and I will run it and then explain what has happened. And I broke it. There. So it went John, Lisa, Raj, Lisa, and it checked, it went through them as we did up here, but it checked if the name I here is not equal to Lisa, continue. And basically what continue means is go from here and go straight back up. I'm pointing at my screen, that's not the best idea. Go from here and go straight back up to the start of the for loop. So it will only actually print if the name is Lisa. There's also the break statement, which will stop execution of the loop entirely and continue on. So if the name is Raj, as we have here, so we print John, then Lisa, then Raj, and breaks, so it doesn't get to the print and it doesn't continue with the loop because you were broken out of the loop. That is the idea. And one thing that is cool about loops in Python that I do not know that you can do in any other language is put an else. Now that's sort of when the loop condition fails, so you've reached the end of the list or something, that will run. But you might think, what's the point if you can break? Well, the thing here is, if you break, the else will not be called. It will only if it just finishes going through the list will the else be called. So that allows you to do really powerful things. Just a quick example here to prove my point. So you see that loop condition failed did not execute because we broke out of the loop and thus went straight past here down to here. And one final thing on Python loops is nested loops. I know this may seem completely obvious, but I thought I might show it just in case. So you can loop within a loop. So if we have two loops here, and we want to say print the names of Linux distros and the 32-bit and 64-bit version, then loop through the distros, and then loop through the architecture, 64-bit or 32-bit, and then print out distro architecture. So it's running this loop, and then that loop runs twice, then prints, then this loop again, runs twice, and this can be very useful if you have a multi-dimensional array and you want to iterate through every single value in it. You just nest all the loop statements. So, in conclusion, loops are a very powerful thing for going through lists. That's literally all they do, but they're quite cool and have this really neat else feature in Python that I do not know exists in other languages. So, you have been watching an episode of Monty Python Coding. I publish these every Monday and Thursday, 7 o'clock GMT. Although there wasn't one this Monday, I'm still annoyed at myself about that. But whilst you're waiting for the next one, how about you watch this wonderful machine learning picked video by one of the monkeys at Google. Or click in the eye, I think it's up there or there. Or maybe I should move over here just in case the video's over here. You will see in the final edit, here or here. And there might be something over my face for you to subscribe. Please subscribe.